Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'd like to welcome back my friend Jim Glackin, the EVP of Channel Sales for Nitel, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. Jim has had an extensive and successful sales leadership career with organizations such as AT&T, Quest, CenturyLink, and Masergy, before joining Nitel in April of 2022. Jim is truly one of the most respected and visible professionals in the channel community, having been named as the channel influencer among many other accolades. Jim, welcome back to the Top Gun Show.
Steve, thank you for having me back. It's like I'm home, being back on.
You are home,
Top Gun.
Even though we're doing this from Peru, and I asked you before we started taping, you didn't bring your mug, right? Your Top Gun mug?
You know, I am down here in Peru. My wife is Peruvian. This is kind of like our second home. But I have learned that I will not risk traveling with my Top Gun Show mug. I can't do that. First of all, if I did, it would be like traveling with the Stanley Cup, right? So I'd need to have that reinforced padded type of shipping container, and I just don't have that, and I wouldn't risk it. It's not something you just throw in a backpack.
Yeah, I appreciate the love and respect you have for the mug, man. It's been a powerful force in your life. I know that. Well, let's jump into this.
To my career, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's talk about this. This is I'm wrapping up the month here with Nitel. We've had some of your new leaders on, and it's been very insightful. Nitel has made it a point to be a channel-focused organization. Tell us why that should be good news to sales partners.
Well, I think it's good news because everything we're doing, every product we develop, every system, every process, everything we do is with the partner in mind. My experience, and nothing against these companies that I've come from, they're great people, great companies, but they're direct driven, right? So they're largely driven by their direct sales force. So the products, the services, the processes, the systems, even the ROE are all driven from a point of view of direct sales. And then they try to shoehorn the channel in after the fact. Here at Nitel, everything we do is with the partner. How is this going to impact the partner? How does this enable the partner? How does this help our partners be more successful? So everything we're doing is around that.
Very good answer, man. I love it. It's music to my ears. Well, for any partners who aren't currently working with Nitel, can you share what Nitel's secret sauce is that makes Nitel so darn indispensable to the partners who do?
Well, and as you've heard over the different interviews with Margie and Scott and Fleming and Jason, again, you know, setting aside just being channel only and driven around the partner, what's really exciting is the investments we're making to build out and differentiate our services and the way we deliver those services to help our partners be more successful. At the end of the day, telecom is difficult and bad things happen. How you recover, right? How you handle that when the things happen really matters. And so we're building out our infrastructure to be far more proactive in helping our partners and our customers realize the business outcomes they're trying to achieve when they developed and deployed these services for their business. And I think that's a differentiator. I think everybody else seems to act reactively. They, you know, more reacting to things that happen rather than proactively engaging and helping the customers and the partners understand what's going on in their network.
Yeah, good answer. And I told Margie a few weeks ago when she was on that, I mean, I am so impressed with the new leaders that you brought into Nitel and the WAN dynamics and the changes you guys are making. I mean, you were great before, but this is like, you guys are taking it to another level. I mean, this is pretty exciting stuff. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. I'm particularly excited about having Fleming on. I mean, Scott Peterson is great, so I don't want to take away from that, but having Fleming, you know, come on as the chief technology officer to build out this platform that we're developing to, again, be very proactive in how we're engaging and supporting our customers. And then also bringing on Jason Gintert and his team. You know, when you're selling SD-WAN, it's not a network sale. It's really a platform sale. There's a lot going on with SD-WAN in terms of security and application performance. And the biggest issue I've seen when it comes to SD-WAN, it's easy to sell it, but getting it deployed is where the problems lie. Oftentimes the customers don't really know what they have. They don't know how it's set up, and they don't know how to integrate that. And so having Jason's team on the Nitel team now is exceptional, right? Because that gives us the ability to really get in deep with our partners and the customers, understanding what they have, how they're doing it, and then how to properly integrate this solution into their platform. Sets us up for a much better partner and customer experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're hovering over the answers to this last question, but update the audience on some of the things you've done recently to impact the partner and or the customer experience. You mentioned a few, but any more?
Yeah, so I mean, I think what's really important is also, customer success. I've talked about this many times, and this is something everybody understands. Scott Peterson understands this, Margie understands this, that the partner's biggest, most common experience they have with a vendor is the experience they have with their existing customers. And if their existing customers are feeling pain, they're feeling pain, and then they're not going to be in any mood to bring you new customers. So in order for us to really perform in the sales that we want to do, we've got to really deliver on that customer experience. So building out our customer success organization, bringing in Shaker Murthy and the team that he's standing up to really build out, again, a very proactive customer experience is critical. Again, it's telling bad stuff happens, but what do you do when the wheels fall off the wagon? How do you recover? How do you take care of my customers and make that pain go away as quickly as possible?
Absolutely.
That's a big focus for Nitel.
Yeah, it's great. I love watching what you guys are doing, man. I'm a huge fan. Well, Jim, I'm going to ask you a personal question. I haven't asked you this before, so you don't know what's coming. If you could meet anybody, dead or alive, who would you want to meet, and what would you ask him or her?
I would, honestly, I know this is going to sound cheesy, but of all the people, it would be Elvis. I would love to meet Elvis. I would absolutely love to sit down and have a conversation with him about his life and his experiences. The thing about Elvis, setting aside, his phenomenal voice and his performances, he was just a very interesting individual. He's actually truly one of the most generous people that ever lived. I mean, he gave a lot of his wealth away. I mean, randomly, he'd be watching television, he'd see a news story on somebody that was in the hospital or whatever, couldn't pay their bills or was losing their house. He'd literally drive down there and pay their bill for them. So I'd just love to have that conversation with him and just kind of understand, what made him tick.
Yeah, that's a great answer, man. I've done over 900 interviews, and nobody wanted to meet Elvis until you. I love it. That's great. And the why is probably more interesting than the person. I mean, to find out what made him tick. Yeah, for sure. Good job. Well, hey, I know you're on vacation in Peru with your family. I'm going to let you get back to having some fun. Thanks for carving out time out of your busy schedule to be on the Top Gun Show again, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's awesome to be back. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody.